In the dark, damp subterranea they stir. Faceless, relentless, eternally hungry. Feasting on death, grinding decay into black, potent sludge. And they have ruled the underworld for millions of years. They are legion. This is Esenia Fetida, the compost worm. For millions of years, they've lived just beneath the surface, quietly keeping the planet's recycling system running. Native to Europe, Esenia Fetida now thrives wherever there is moisture and decay. From our rainforests to paddocks, from bushland to backyard compost bins, the compost worm is quietly dominating the globe. They really are just a tube of muscle and microbes, no lungs but 5 hearts, and inside their gut, bits of grit and sand grind the food while bacteria complete the digestion, turning waste into nutrients that plants and soil microbes can use. Worms feed the microbes build the soil, and the soil feeds the plants. And this is what we gardeners call black gold, wormweed, a fertilizer so potent it can boost plant growth by up to 40%. Now that's what I call boost juice. For most of human history, worms and farmers worked side by side in an unspoken alliance. The Egyptians noticed that when worms were plentiful, crops had thrived. The Romans praised their soil-making craft. And Darwin devoted his final book to them, writing in 1881, "It may be doubted whether there are many other animals which have played so important a part in the history of the world." Back then, the soil was turned slowly by hand and by hoof, giving time for the earth to heal. And then came the age of speed. Steel ploughs ripped through their burrows, fertilizers bypassed their labour, pesticides silenced their soil. In our chase for profit and perfection, we betrayed those workers beneath our feet, and in turn, the soil suffered. But Esenia Fetida endured, patiently waiting for us to realise what we had destroyed. And now, we're putting them back to work. Unlike cattle and dogs, worms have never been domesticated, yet we cultivate them by the bahillions. This quiet partnership called vermiculture processes millions of tons of waste each year. What once went to landfill is now reborn into living soil. By restoring worms to our farming systems, we cut greenhouse gas emissions, retain moisture, and bring fertility back to our exhausted earth. The irony is sharper than the ploughs we used. We trusted machines and chemicals for speed, yet the faceless worm, blind and silent, proved to be a far better engineer for sustainability. Anyone who's held a worm has felt that sudden thrash when it meets the open air. Stress, reflex, pain, we can't be sure. Their nervous system is simple. No brain, only clusters of ganglia and a ventral nerve cord. They sense vibration, touch, and chemical cues. Research shows they avoid noxious stimuli, but we still can't say with confidence that they experience consciousness. A utilitarian might argue that even the smallest creature suffering matters if its labour sustains us. Esenia Fetida poses no threat to us. The real danger lies in their extinction. When the worms disappear, waste piles up, methane rises, and the soil begins to die. Protecting worms means protecting the very system that sustains life itself. By recycling our food scraps, keeping home compost bins, and feeding backyard worm farms, we help protect them, giving them food, habitat, and purpose, while reducing what we waste above ground. And when we are gone, they won't pause nor pray. They will simply keep doing what they've always done, breaking down what remains and returning it to the soil. It is the meek Esenia Fetida that will inherit the earth. Strictly speaking, this guy's not going to be lining up for a human buffet. They're vegetarians. I bet their cousins, all these beetles and microbes and fungi, yeah, they'll take care of you. Bon appetit.